Jeremy Clarkson, 62, went into an impassioned rant about how police forces across the country may be watching a group of eco-herberts who have glued themselves to the road rather than catching people committing more serious crimes. The Grand Tour star explained that his daughter lives in a leafy London suburb, but has now been forced to steer clear of her local shopping centre because it is permanently full of gangs with bats and blades. He continued in the Times, "The gangs know for a fact that the police are not coming. And they're not coming because they are all busy watching a group of eco-herberts who've glued themselves to the road." Adding to his latest column, Jeremy menacingly said he would like to empty a can of oil on them in a bid to make them go away. He raged, "These half-wits, with their concave chests and their dog collars and their teeth, weakened by years of vegetarianism, are not a problem. If only the police would get out of the way, the nation's van drivers and scaffolders could deal with them in 2 seconds flat. I'd like to go full Guillemot on their ass and empty a can of some oil onto their heads. That'd make them go home." Jeremy has shared his views on attention-grabbing protesters on numerous occasions. Earlier this month, he was left particularly angered when a woman defaced a statue of Captain Sir Tom Moore with human waste. The activist was met with furious backlash when she poured waste over the statue, which was erected to honor the war veterans' charity efforts which helped raise £33 million for the NHS during lockdown. It is understood that the protester was making a stand against the government's refusal to end the use of private jets. In revenge, Jeremy took a private jet with just a friend to spite the activist, who he dubbed Humphreyetta. Writing for the aforementioned publication, he said, "As I sat there listening to the engine turning carbon into noise and gas and speed, I couldn't help wondering how on earth we've arrived at a point where a silly little girl can look at all the world, and all that's wrong with it, and decide that private jets are the biggest evil. And that the best way of dealing with this is tipping a bucket of barely digested fruit and fiber over the effigy of a national hero." She was saying she was proud of drowning Captain Sir Tom in vegetarian diarrhea because she knew that such a move would make her very popular with lots of other silly little girls. As a result of her actions, the protester was charged with criminal damage to a war memorial and was handed a 21-week prison term, which is suspended for 18 months.